to the outstanding political leader in the state of Illinois who exhibits the courage to stand for inconvenient truth and justice for all. The honoree shall represent the highest ethical standards in the decision-making process, as well as the willingness to build bridges across ideological barriers and political divisions in order to promote common good, in particular with respect to issues of concern to the Polish-American community. This award is established in honor of Representative Roman Pucinski for his unyielding courage and determination to seek truth and justice for the Katyn victims. Representative Roman Pucinski served as the chief investigator of the Special Congressional Committee for the Katyn Forest Massacre. In spite of great political pressure, Roman Pucinski led the congressional investigation into the Katyn Forest Massacre with the highest professional standards, open-mindedness, fairness, and impeccable objectivity, which is very important. Through the Roman Pucinski Leadership Award, the Polish-American Congress Illinois Division desires to encourage political leaders to follow the highest professional standards in public service as set by Honorable Roman Pucinski. It is my honor to introduce Senator Kirk from Illinois, who absolutely has stepped outside the box and has supported us in many issues. The Roman Pucinski for outstanding leadership to Senator Mark Kirk in recognition of his leadership in the Congress of the United States as the lead co-sponsor of the Secure Travel and Counterterrorism Partnership Program Act of 2011, to modernize visa waiver requirements for the citizens of Poland and to recognize Poland's continued support of the United States in its war on terror, and for his opposition to the new Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty, which would have abandoned Poland by canceling plans to deploy radars and ground-based interceptors as part of the United States missile defense site in Poland, which would weaken Poland's ability to stand up to any future Russian aggression, and for his co-sponsorship of the House Joint Resolution 26, granting honorary posthumous U.S. citizenship to Kazimierz Pulaski, and is for continuing work with the Polish government in the development of a permanent collection at the Museum of History of Polish Jews in Warsaw, and for his continued unequivocal support of the strong alliance of Poland and the United States, and is for continued goodwill to the Polish Americans in Illinois and the United States. Now, therefore, this Roman Pucinski Award for Outstanding Leadership is awarded to Senator Mark Kirk of the Illinois Division by the Polish American Congress and of Illinois. This 15th day of September, Frank Spula, our president, as well as
Thank you.
thank you. Thanks again.
Well, I want to thank Mary, Frank, and Arya, the team, for this award. For me, it also comes on a big day. It's my 52nd birthday today, so I'm happy to get this. I have only been a very junior senator for 10 months or so, so it's early in my work on behalf of the U.S.-Poland relationship. But Igor is in the back just sitting down. Wave to everyone, Igor, from my staff. And Igor is busy working, I think, in 5 days. Barbara Mikulski and I will have a key meeting with Homeland Security to remove the last barriers to consideration of no visas needed between Poland and the United States. It's a curious meeting because the President has already endorsed the Mikulski-Kirk legislation, but we'll work with his staff as well. In my previous life serving in Afghanistan, I really saw the fruits of the new U.S.-Polish alliance. Not just the fact that Chicagoland is the second largest Polish community in the world in an urban sense, but the Polish Armed Forces, who are bringing visible support and taking much of the load from what we're doing in that very difficult part of the world in Afghanistan. And I just remember one U.S. military officer in Zabul province who said that he was swapping out NATO partners. And he was very frustrated with the German contingent that was there, because every time the Taliban came across the border, he would alert them, and they would then have to call back to Berlin to see whether they could do anything about it. When they swapped out with the Poles, he would call down and say the Taliban was coming across the border, and the Poles were already mounting up in vehicles and going out to take on the common foe, which is what a real ally does. The award also talks about missile defense, and I think I was as disappointed as you when the administration pulled the plug on a big missile defense investment in Poland. They even sent a Patriot battery. The Polish ambassador talked about a picture that ran in the paper, the Patriot anti-missile system, which was only temporarily in Poland. And the Obama administration, in Russian, put a big sign on the missile canister saying empty, which to me symbolized some of what was wrong with our policy there. I'm hoping, as we go forward, we call a friend, that we treat an ally as an ally. And in NATO and in various international forums, there is no better friend of the United States than Poland. And so for me, as a new senator, I'm going to work my heart out to get this Pucinski-Kirk legislation through that will establish no visa requirements between the United States and Poland this time, but also to build up the alliance and hopefully also make sure the defense alliance is there, so that the United States does everything possible from faraway Chicagoland to make sure Poland is now got a 21st century future of always being free, peaceful, independent, and irrevocably part of the West. So thank you all very much for having me.
Senator Kirk, when I first talked to your staff, they said, why is Senator Kirk getting this? He's not even Polish. I wanted to explain to you that we value and treasure the members of Congress who are Polish Americans, Congressman Lipinski, Congressman Katyn, Senator Mikulski, and others. But in a way, without taking advantage of them, we sort of expect them to help issues of Polish Americans and with Poland. So to find a brand new senator from a state as diverse as Illinois, who has jumped in with 2 feet, who is not Polish, we felt was a very, very special opportunity to recognize the service that he has done to our community. And I'd like to just, I know this will embarrass her, but I'd like to introduce my daughter, who, after I'm gone, will continue the work on the Katyn Forest Massacre for her grandfather. Thank you very much.